The FIA Formula One World Championship finally returned to Baku City Circuit, with the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. The wind was high and cars were flying, especially into the runoff areas. The Red Bull racing duo of Max Verstappen and Sergio Pérez took it in turns of topping the timings. Verstappen went fastest in the morning practice with Pérez on top in the afternoon. Red Bull are certainly on a high from their victory at Monaco and plan on continuing the trend at Baku. Pérez came fourth in the morning and Verstappen completed a Red Bull 1-2 being second fastest in the afternoon session. Scuderia Ferrari looked to be back to old ways in Monaco, and that has continued on at Baku. Carlos Sainz Jr. finished third in both sessions. He's now got in the groove in the Ferrari. Charles Leclerc had a small scare when he crashed his car into the wall at turn 15. He went into wall, damaging his front wing after a front right tire lock-up. He finished the practices second and fourth respectively. Baku is turning into another great weekend for Pierre Gasly. He got his Scuderia AlphaTauri Honda into the top 10 in both sessions, finishing 6th and 5th respectively. His day wasn't without issues. During the afternoon practice, the Frenchman locked up at turn 15, flying into the run-off area. Yuki Tsunoda had a tricky afternoon. He went into the runoff area at turn 4 during the morning session, after clipping the wall. He was unable to get his car to start up again. He finished 14th and 10th respectively. Daniel Ricciardo's weekend got off to a great start, considering his recent races. The Australian driver spent part of the morning session on top but ultimately had to settle for 5th overall. His afternoon session wasn't as strong, coming in 13th. McLaren F1 teammate Lando Norris continued to be a threat up top. However, he'll be disappointed with himself. During the morning session, the Brit was on a flying lap that surely would have topped the time sheets, but went too quickly into turn 16 and spun. He finished both sessions in 8th. Mercedes, AMG Petronas Formula One team still seem to be in their Monaco funk. Both drivers came in the top 10 in the first practice, but with Lewis Hamilton in 7th and Valtteri Bottas in 10th. Bottas locked up a few times during the day, sending his car into various runoff zones. The afternoon didn't improve for the team as neither car made it to the top 10, with Hamilton just outside in 11th and Bottas in 16th, 2 seconds off of Perez's fastest time. Fernando Alonso had a good day in the Baku sunshine as he broke into the top 10 during both sessions, coming 9th and 6th respectively. His Alpine F1 teammate Esteban Ocon has been keeping him on his toes but wasn't able to best his during Friday's activities, finishing 16th and 9th. Alfa Romeo Racing All-In had a good day as Antonio Giovinazzi continued his Monaco form, finishing 12th and 7th. Kimi Raikkonen beat his teammate in the morning, coming in 11th but couldn't break the top 10 in the afternoon and had to settle for 12th. Aston Martin Cognizant Formula One team had a day to forget. Lance Stroll came 13th and 14th, where Sebastian Vettel came 15th in both. Williams Racing continued to float around the bottom end of the grid. Nicolas Latifi had some trouble during the second practice when his car had a technical issue and came to a grinding halt on the track. He came 18th and 20th respectively. George Russell was only able to achieve 17th overall in both sessions. Aralkali Haas F1 team had a difficult day. Mick Schumacher had a battery issue during the afternoon session and was forced back to the pits. He came 19th in both sessions. Nikita Mazepin got caught up in a few run-ins with Verstappen and Sainz Jr. when the pair felt like the Haas driver obstructed their flying laps. Mazepin also found himself in a spot of bother when tailwind sent his car into the wall at turn 16 in the morning. Luckily, his car sustained no damage. He came 20th and 18th respectively. Copyright Maxi, the checkered flag, all rights reserved.